Next is man-made fibers or synthetic fibers. Let's see what are they. The other type of fibers are obtained from chemical substances. These are called man-made. Means the fibers which are made from chemicals are called man-made fibers or synthetic fibers. They are rayon, polyester, nylon, acrylic, etc. Means nylon, polyester, rayon, acrylic are the examples of synthetic fibers or man-made fibers which are made by chemical process. The first man-made fiber is known as rayon and was produced in the later part of 19th century. Man-made fibers are generally filament fibers. Other examples are nylon, polyester and acrylic. Means here it is saying that rayon is the first man-made fibers. Rayon is also similar to silk fiber. Okay, it is having characteristics of silk fibers and it is also the first man-made fiber, synthetic fiber. Animals that can produce wool. Okay, in this picture you can see there are pictures of some animals who can produce wool. Wool is a natural fiber. So who can produce which animals can produce wool? Alpaca, yak, goat, llama, angora goat, camel. These are the animals which can produce wool. Means from their hairs, by processing their hairs, by synthesizing their hairs, we can get wool. Processing fiber to wool means how we can get wool. How we can get wool fiber. So see here. Shearing is the first step in processing fiber into wool. Means how we can get wool from wool fiber. So first step for this is shearing. What is shearing? It is the removal of the fleece of the sheep along with a thin layer of the skin. Okay, removal of the fleece. Fleece means hairs. Okay, shearing is the first step. What we or people do in this step, they used to remove sheep's hair along with a layer of the sheep's skin, and this is the first step for processing fiber to wool. The next step is to clean the sheared skin and hair. Next step for getting wool fiber is to clean the fleece or hair and skin. This is done in big tanks to remove the grease, dust and dirt. This is called scoring. The process or the next step for getting fiber to wool is to clean the skin and hair, and this is done in big tanks to remove the grease, dust, dirt particles from the hairs, and this process is called scoring. The fleece is sorted according to its texture and types. Means the hairs are separated according to the textures and types. Since the fibers are mostly black, brown or white in color, they are now be dyed in various colors. After separating the various types of hairs according to the textures, what the next step what they do, they used to color the hairs in various colors, because mostly the color of hairs of goat, sheep, camels are brown, white or black. That's why they used to color them. They used to dye them in different colors. Once the dyeing process is complete, the fibers are straightened, combed and rolled into yarn. After dyeing the fiber, they are straightened, combed and rolled into yarn. The longer fiber are made into wool for sweaters, while the shorter fibers are spun and woven into woolen clothes. Longer fibers are used for sweaters and smaller or shorter fibers are spun and woven into woolen clothes. Next we'll talk about the silk fiber. Silk is the strongest of all natural fibers. Silk is a natural fiber and it is the strongest fiber amongst all natural fiber. The soft silk yarn is as strong as comparable thread of steel. Means the strength of silk fiber can be compared with the steel wire, steel thread. Sericulture or silk farming is the rearing of silkworm for production of raw silk. Next point is, what is sericulture? So rearing or farming of silkworm for production of raw silk is called sericulture. As a caterpillar eats and grow bigger, they also shed their skin. Underneath the old one is a new skin. Caterpillars may shed skin 4 or 5 times. Caterpillars can shed their skin 4 or 5 times. Extracting silk from the cocoon. Okay, now we'll talk about the how silk are taken out from the cocoon. Okay, the first step is to separate the silk fiber from the cocoon. For this they need to be exposed to warmth. Means if we have to separate silk fiber from cocoon, we have to give them warmth. Okay, then only we can separate the silk fiber. Piles of cocoons are kept under the sun, boiled or exposed to steam. The warmth causes the silk fiber to separate from the rest of the cocoon. Means for separating silk fibers from the cocoon, they are boiled or exposed to steam so that they will get warmth and the silk fiber can be separated from the cocoon. The next step is called reeling the silk. After extracting the silk fiber from cocoon, next step is reeling. Okay, rolling silk fiber, which is the process of delicately unwinding the fiber from the cocoon. This silk filament are soft and 300 to 900 meters long. The silk fibers can be long. How long? From 300 to 900 meters. Reeling is also done in special machines because they are very long, so they can be done by using special machines. The silk thread is then bleached and dyed into many shades. After reeling, they are colored or bleached into different shades, different colors. The silk fiber is now spun into silk thread, which is then woven into silk clothes by weavers. After extracting silk fibers, reeling them and dyeing them, they are given to the weavers to make the silk clothes. And hence we have finished this chapter, that how fibers are converted into fabrics. What are the types of fibers? Natural fibers, synthetic fibers, what are their use and how they are extracted from the nature and how they are man-made. Thank you.